listening to the Real Life Church podcast. To learn more about Real Life Church, including our gathering times in Yuma, Arizona, visit us online at reallifeyuma.com. Today's talk comes from Pastor Bob Van Horn.
Hey everybody, it's Pastor Bob, and it's time for our Real Life Church Mid Week Podcast. First of all, I just want to say thank you for listening. I appreciate you subscribing, okay, and sharing this podcast with your friends. That's always an option, and I would appreciate if you did that. What our purpose of our podcast is to give you information. Sometimes I'm going to have guests. Today I have a guest with me, and I'll introduce her in just a second. And sometimes I'm just going to sit down and talk to you about what's kind of going through my brain, which could be quite dangerous. All right, it won't take very long, but I at least will tell you what I'm thinking. Like I said, this morning I am with Lyndsay Ponder, and she directs our children's ministry here at Real Life Church, and she is actually ramping up into her busy time of the year. She just got back from Atlanta, Georgia, doing a conference, and we'll talk about that here probably in a podcast or two. But you got a busy summer coming up.
We do. We've got a lot going on in the ministry, and we're really excited about it.
I think you got a bingo day coming up. Is that correct?
We do. So May 14th from 1 to 3, we're going to do a big bingo event. We'll play bingo. We'll have some snacks available and maybe play some other games or music in between just to get everyone up out of their seats. We're going to invite some of the local schools. We're going to kind of do an outreach with this event. But if you've got kids, grandkids, this is for our church family as well.
All right, so bingo on Saturday.
Yep.
I can't believe it because, there was so many years ago that, there was this big movement of bingo in churches. And, man, I'll tell you what, there were a lot of people that were freaking out because churches were playing bingo.
Yeah, we just want to have fun.
Yeah, there's a little bit difference of what we're doing. We're not charging people to come in to play bingo. We're actually doing it as an outreach, right?
Right. Yeah. The whole event is free. It's free for our church family. It'll be free for, all the guests that come. And it's going to be, we're really excited about it.
You got bingo coming up, and then your big event for this summer, you also have a vacation Bible school here that's going to be taking place here at Real Life Church. What's the details that you have for that so far?
Well, so we're having Vacation Bible School June 20th through the 24th, and we're going to have it from 5 to 8 p.m. So the theme is Spark Studios. It's more of a creative music and arts. It's focusing on how God created us, and He's also the creator. So yeah, we're ramping it up, and we're trying to get everything going with that.
Okay, and this is not another just Real Life Kids Ministry event. This is kind of an outreach to our community, isn't it?
Yeah, this is our big outreach event for the summer. So we advertise it. We'll hopefully reach out to KCFY and put it out there, and we'll send flyers home to schools like we always do, and hopefully we have a good turnout post-pandemic.
Post-pandemic.
Yes.
I think we will. I think we'll see one of our bigger turnouts that we've seen in the last few years. But this whole thing, this Vacation Bible School, 5 to 8, you're doing that all by yourself, right?
No, definitely not. No, I have some amazing workers that they volunteer their time and they teach Bible study. They do the crafts. They do snacks. We have music and recreation. No, I definitely can't do this on my own. I've got some fantastic leaders that step up and teach.
But if I'm one of our Real Life Church people and I want to be involved, because that's why really we're doing that evening VBS, is because we realized during the day that it's harder to be able to get volunteers to come in. So we've moved it to the evening to go to 5 to 8. And let's say I'm out there and I'm saying, you know what? I have nothing to do from 5 to 8 o'clock that week of Vacation Bible School. How could I volunteer?
Come talk to me. I'm actually going to set up a table here this Sunday out in the foyer area. So I'll be out there both services, actually all 3 services. So if you're interested in serving, then come talk to me and we'll definitely plug you in and use you.
All right. That sounds like a deal. And then if you want to call it the best of the best, save for last, kind of tops off your whole summer, something you spend a lot of time planning for the whole year is our children's camp.
It is. We're so excited about this one. The theme is Showdown. So it's a big Western theme. We've got some top secret surprises coming that the kids have no idea about. So those dates are July 11th through the 15th. So we'll be going up to Prescott. And this one I think we're the most excited about.
I can, so it's Showdown, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to get one person like from Real Life Church and one person from like Stone Ridge Church, and we're going to give them, like Nerf guns or something like that. They're going to take 6 paces, turn around, and blast each other. That type of showdown?
Well, I'm not going to say that's not going to happen, but no, not that showdown. No, we're talking about showdowns in the Bible and different events that have happened, and talking also about the armor of God and how we can, put that on and face the world right now.
I like my idea better, but that's okay. I'm out of children's camp at this point. So.
You could come down. You and Tom could do it.
There we go. That's the showdown we could have right there. Hey, so again, if I'm part of Real Life Church, or if I have a friend of Real Life Church that wants to attend children's camp, how do I do that?
Well, there's a couple ways. You can either come talk to me and we'll get all the details to you that way, or you can go on our website, reallifeyuma.com, and the sign up and registration's all on that link right there, and you can pay there or you can pay through the church.
And if I'm kind of listening today and I want to know how much it costs, or are there scholarships available, what's the best way for them to find that out?
Again, you can come talk to me. You can email me. The cost for camp is $290. We do have some scholarships available. I know things are a little tough right now, so we do have some scholarships available for those that need them, but they do need to come talk to me about that.
All right. And that is going to bring you right back to school starting, right?
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Already, right?
Can we wait till school gets out?
Yeah, before we start talking.
Right.
Yeah. Really, we do have some great plans. And like I said, you did just come back from a conference, and you're actually going to come back on a future podcast and talk to us about some of the things that you feel are vital for children's ministry here at Real Life, and what some of our biggest desires, and I don't want to use the word need, but to be able to fulfill what you believe God has called us to do here at Real Life.
Yeah, the conference was amazing. I'm really excited. There's some changes that need to be made, and I've got to process all the information that I've got first and kind of put a plan together. But yeah, our volunteers are fantastic. But there's some things that I'm really excited about implementing and just moving forward with, and putting the vision of the ministry out there for everyone to see and hear and jump on board and just get excited about it.
Well, Lyndsay, you are amazing, and you do amazing work, and you are so much more than just a children's minister here at Real Life. You and your family are, again, a family that I appreciate, and the work that you do here is first class. And so I'm looking forward to whatever God has for you in children's ministry here, and you have my 100% backing on that. You know that already. So, hey, everybody, I was just thinking about this Sunday coming up. We're in this series called Snapshots, Jesus in Focus. And I got to tell you, I said it last Sunday that I am just amazed on how these messages are coming together. So far, we've talked about the baptism of Christ and John the Baptist being the forerunner. Last week, we really kind of looked at the temptations of Jesus from a completely different viewpoint than normally what is taught. And this week, man, I'm going to tell you, we've entitled the message called Fish Tricks. And it is going to be another message that is just going to blow you away. Not my delivery of it, just the content of it, and how Jesus called those early disciples to be, on his team. I was thinking about that. We read the Bible and we look at it and we see that, Jesus tells them, hey, come follow me. And one of the gospel writers just basically says, and immediately they got up and followed Jesus. That's a little unrealistic, even though, that's what the gospel writer wrote. There's so much more to that narrative that I want to share with you on Sunday. And I want you to think about this. when they were told to do something absolutely radically crazy, different against really what made sense, they had a choice to make. They had a choice to either do the crazy radical thing that really this guy whom they really knew very little about, who was a carpenter, is telling them how to fish. They had a choice to make. They could either, laugh him off and say, you don't know what you're talking about, or they could trust him to do something that was, again, just didn't make sense. And at that moment, that was a key focal point for Andrew and Peter and James and John. It was a pinnacle point, because had they chose not to, they would have remained ordinary guys like a lot of other followers of Jesus who kind of just followed him for doing, here and there things. But they didn't. They let their nets down, and obviously, the story. They caught, tremendous amount of fish. And then Jesus was able to look at them and say, come follow me. And they did. But there's so much to that story, and you're going to miss it if you're not here. Okay? You will miss it, and you'll have to catch it online. So I want to invite you to be back here at one of our services here at Real Life Church on Sunday, starting at 9, 10:30, and in Spanish at noon, because I believe these are great, again, challenging messages, no matter how long you've been a Christian. And we've got people that have been Christian here well over 50 years. And we got people who just accepted Christ. And we have people here really who don't even know what a relationship with Jesus is all about. And no matter where you're at in the spectrum in your walk with Christ, you are going to get something and be challenged by something this weekend. Okay? So you don't want to miss it. Again, I hope that you're having a great week. I hope things are kind of going as you've planned. Special shout out to those that are listening in different places. For those of you that live in Yuma, I'll see you on Sunday. All right? Have a great week.
If you were encouraged by today's talk, be sure to rate us and hit subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, and wherever you stream your podcasts. To experience other talks, videos, and live gatherings, visit us online at reallifeyuma.com or download the Real Life Church app. And again, thanks for listening to the Real Life Church Podcast.